Hello and welcome to the Walking Talking topic, averages, question number 1 with me, Mr. Barton. Now what do we got here? The table below shows the shoe sizes of 20 people, and there's the table. Calculate the mean shoe size. Now as soon as I'm seeing mean, I'm thinking this is a question on averages, and I'm thinking to myself, to work out the mean, when I used to do this in year 7 and year 8, I used to add up all the numbers and divide by how many numbers there are. Well, the good news is that doesn't change just because it's GCSE and just because we've got a group table. So I'm going to add up all the numbers and divide by how many there are, but I've just got to be very careful. So firstly, I've got to add up all the numbers. In this case, we're talking shoe size. Now, there are 3 people with a shoe size of 38. So if I want to add up the total shoe size, I need 3 lots of 38. So what I'm actually going to do is get myself a little column here, and I'm going to call this maybe something like total shoe size, something like that. Excuse my dodgy writing. And now to get the total shoe size of those 3 people, each who have a shoe size of 38, I'm going to turn to my handy little calculator here. Now the chances are a question like this would in fact be on your calculator paper, but if you want to set yourself a little challenge, what do you reckon 3 times 38 is? You've got the time it takes me to tap it in to find out. 3 lots of 38, that's 114. I'm going to do the same for this next one, so I've got 39 times 9, and that's coming out to be 351. Next one, 540s, I'm not going to cheat, I know that one, that's 200, and 341s, 41 times 3, I reckon it's 123. Good news, it is 123. Now, you've got to be careful here. You've got 3 columns, but you only actually need 2 of them to work out the mean. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add up this column here. 114 plus 351 plus 200 plus 123, and I'm going to get my answer of 788. And then at this stage I'm going to pause, and this is very important what happens next. I'm going to think to myself, what do I expect my answer to be? I want the mean shoe size, the average shoe size. My smallest shoe size is 38, my biggest is 41. If I end up getting an answer that's smaller than 38 or bigger than 41, the chances are I've made some kind of mess at some stage. So I've got my 788, and that's my total shoe size, and I've got to divide it by something. I've got to divide it by how many people there are. Now, a classic mistake that students make here is to divide it by 1, 2, 3, 4 because there's 4 rows. But that's a load of nonsense. I've got to divide it by the total number of people. Now, it tells me in the question there's 20 people, and if I want to double check that, if I add up 3 and 9, I get 12, plus 5 is 17, plus 3, there's my 20 there. So if I do 788 divided by 20 on my calculator, 788 divided by 20 on my calc, it comes to 197 over 5. So if I press my little SD button there, it's going to change it to a bit nicer, which is 39.4. And that looks about right. If I'd have done 788 divided it by 4, I'd have got 788 divided by 4, I'd have got 197. Now there's no way 197 can be your average shoe size. A load of nonsense. So that's got to be rubbish. 39.4 has got to be your answer. Help yourself to 3 very valuable marks.